You don't befriend your neighbors. You nod in the hallway and keep walking. The woman across the hall leaves you a small bag of rice crackers during your first week, and you accept them and say thank you, and close your door and eat them alone.
Target confirmed.
You don't knock on
Start
your door.
attack. How
You
about
don't
it?
knock on
Fly
your
out.
You've learned what yours is possible. 2 months pass. You realize no life functions perfectly. It feels like absolutely nothing. You wake up,
Encounter.
work,
Close range combat is suggested. Enemy destroyed.
forward motion, stealth,
Narita destroyed. Enemy destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
station. By every measurable skill, your life in Tokyo is epic, largely personal.
Narita destroyed.
Never experience.
Enemy destroyed.
First time, even before the betrayal, you had Sam, you had the default worker, you had the scenes over the old one, you had the festival with the sparklers, you had mornings where Yamamoto got a piece of the street adored. You felt like the scene had a name. It was featured coordinated, sounding at the efficiency, and the emotional architecture of a well-organized spreadsheet. You start thinking about things, not constantly. It's just functional.
Narita destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
When fallen wind comes through your dream, lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling,
Narita destroyed.
makes you absolutely tell. Somehow
Enemy destroyed.
think about the old neighborhood.
ETR reaction gone.
You don't want to touch them. They're built. You want to sit there. Go back. Take the Chiyoda line to the Tsukuba station. Step onto the platform. The air hits you 4 years ago.
Fire at mine. Narita destroyed.
It smells like
Loading
Yakitori.
at mine. Fire. ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
Still overflowing. You walk in the station's door.
ETR reaction
The
gone.
guards never in before your brain is. Right at the park, straight past along the building appears and it looks exactly the same. Because buildings in Tokyo don't change. People change. Buildings just hold the space where it happened. You stand across the street and stare at your old window on the second floor. Someone else knows. Someone who doesn't know that a man named Yamamoto used to be and used to have filed immigration reports in the same day. You wonder if they know their name.
ETR
Wonder
reaction
if they
gone.
meet their Tamako
Enemy destroyed.
Wonder if they meet their friends. You walk through
ETR
lines
reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
the smell of
ETR
food,
reaction
soy
gone.
hits you like a time machine. You order a pizza machine. You don't. Regular. Sit sleep on the side. You sit down.
Enemy destroyed.
Door opens.
ETR reaction gone. Narita destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Sits the bowl down. Pauses. Looks at the leaves. Watches the
Enemy destroyed. ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
tilts his head slightly. He says, Isashiburi, which means
ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed.
not your name, not your story.
ETR reaction gone.
The fact that you used to be here, and you weren't, now you are. It's not nothing. That might be
Enemy destroyed. ETR reaction
a
gone.
takes its
Enemy destroyed.
380.
ETR reaction gone.
This is one of the
Enemy destroyed. Obtain Metatron.
for a moment longer than necessary. Leaving this chair is making a decision about whether you walk to Yamamoto's building or walk back to the station. Leave the past in the past, where therapists, mothers, reasonable people say it belongs. You walk to the building. Of course, you didn't fly 6,000 miles and wait 2 years and study a language until your brain ached to eat a beef bowl and leave. You walk to the building, and you stand in the entrance hall, and you look at the mailboxes. His was box 7. You look at box 7. The nameplate is there. The name reads Takahashi. Yamamoto's name is gone. You feel something shift inside your ribs. Not relief, not sadness. Something unnamed that sits between the two like a color you can see but can't describe. You stand there long enough that the building manager notices you through the glass door of his ground floor office. He comes out and asks if you need help. You see you used to live there. You ask about the previous tenant you did next to your old one. Yamamoto said. The manager looks at you for a moment, then tells you, Yamamoto passed away 8 months ago. Live. His son came from Nagoya and handled the arrangements. Small funeral. Not many people. You knock. You thank him. You walk outside and sit on the low wall next to the bicycle and stare at the convention across the street. The same one where you bought your first canned coffee at 2 in the morning 2.5 years ago. You sit there for a long time. He's gone. The man who taught you the word Tomodachi pointed at you, then at himself. The man who filed 4 reports, 30,000 yen each, and smiled at you every single time you knocked on his door. The man who was both the warmest thing in your life in Tokyo and the peace in your life. He's gone. And you will never get to ask him the question that has lived in your chest for 2 years. Was any of it real? You will never know. Here's what makes that next. If you had said no, it was never real. You could have buried it, cleaned, sealed. A villain in your story that you file away from the past, but you can't file it away because you know that's not the truth either. You sat in his apartment and watched baseball. His laughter was real. His patience when he corrected your Japanese was real.
Is that
The miso
Alma?
soup was real.
I'll go first.
And the reports
Let
were
me.
also real. Both
Dingo,
things lived in the
please,
same man
be
at the
careful.
same time, and neither one cancels the
It
other
is-
out. That's not betrayal. That's something worse. That's human. You ride the train back to Sumida Ward. You walk into your apartment. You sit at your desk. For the first time
Vector
since
cannon mode.
you don't
All
study.
energy lines
You don't
connected.
You don't
Landing gear
optimize.
and climbing irons
You
locked.
sense.
Inner
And
chamber
let it be
pressure
what it is.
rising normally.
Not productive
Life ring
science.
has started
Not
revolving.
efficient science. Just science.
Ready to
Time
fire.
will just wait because you're finally letting it place. Next morning, you knock on
Obtained Metatron.
the woman who left you rice crackers 3 months ago. She opens it. She looks surprised. You say in Japanese that the rice crackers were good, and you're sorry it took
What a
you so
vast
long to
place.
say so. She smiles.
This
She
occupies
says she
about
has more if you'd
50%
like.
of
You
Basilian
say yes.
territory.
She
But it
invites you
doesn't
in.
look like a
Her
fortress.
apartment smells like green
It's
tea
some
and
control
laundry detergent.
facility.
She has a cat
Metatron
named
reactions
Mochi.
are minute.
You sit on her floor and
Control
eat rice
facility.
crackers, and she
Then
tells you
this
about her
isn't
job at a
Almond?
flower shop in Asakusa. And you
You've
tell her
come,
you
Dingo.
left and came back. She asks why you came back. You think about it. You say because leaving is this. She nods like that makes perfect sense. And maybe it does. You start rebuilding. Not the way you built the first time, with naivety and desperation.
What's wrong?
Not the way you
Is
rebuilt the
facing up
city
to Anubis
with walls
too
and
tough for
efficiency.
you?
This time, you build knowing the
Sorry, I was just trembling with excitement. Come on, Dingo.
I suggest using the...
What's up? You're welcome. Glad you can be here with me as I try to beat this motherfucker. He's difficult, I ain't gonna lie. Oh damn, I kinda fell for that. So far I'm kinda eating up his health bar. Alright. Hey, got to the cutscene first try. Barely even hurt me, to be honest. So this is the part I got stuck at last time. For some reason I could only dodge like his red burst half the time. But I did watch a YouTube video, and the way he was dodging it was whenever you first activate fast mode, you get a small, quicker burst than holding it down. So I just gotta spam that during the fight, and I think I'll be able to dodge him.
Anubis.
This was actually Hideo Kojima game before he got big into like stealth, I guess. Which is, it's a pretty fast-paced action mech game. I'm surprised they didn't make a third one, to be honest. Oh, you left, viewer. Guess I'll take out my headphones then. That way I'm not talking to myself like a fucking crazy person.
Dingo, it's me!
Ken!
cost. You know that the people you let in can hurt you. You know that the city doesn't protect you. You know that your
Ken is in
visa
the
is a
frame?
document, not a promise. You know that belonging is not a
Angry
destination.
Dingo. This is
It's
just a
practice.
form
A
of
daily,
entertainment.
fragile, terrifying
devil,
practice
as
that
I
requires you
thought.
to keep
The
showing up,
vacation
even after
fake.
someone has shown
It's
you
so
exactly
poor
how
that
much
it's
showing
no
up
match
can
for
cost.
the real one.
You name it plant, you name it kitchen. Same. Because some things deserve to be continued, not replaced. You go back to the Matsuya in Kitasenju once a month. You sit at the counter. Day shift worker, the one who remembers you, starts preparing your order when he sees you walk in. He still doesn't know your name. He knows your role.
This place is
This
not
time,
Elmore.
you understand that's not a limitation. That's
This
a
is
form of
just
loyalty so
this
pure,
is no more
it doesn't
than a
need
control
language.
facility of
One evening you walk past your
Where's
old building.
Almond then?
You look up at the second floor window. The new tenant has a plant on the windowsill.
The
You can
real
see it from the street.
Elmon is
It's small and
Phobos.
green and alive. You don't know if Takahashi...
They're aiming during that catapult on Phobos at Mars.
Noman, are you trying to destroy Basilia?
So what? But first, I will begin by destroying all of Mars!
Damn!
Since the dawn of history, human beings have realized various forms of energy. Civilizations have progressed with them. So where does such energy like Metatron lead our civilization? Destruction! Destruction to end all! The universe and human subconscious are willing their own end! Stop! Take this, Dingo! Look, this is the will of Metatron! Can you stop me, Dingo?
Damage to several spots on Jehuti and the vector trap in the rear due to the previous attack.
Can we move?
Connection check. Available specs. Dash, burst, blade, grab, zero shift. That's all.
Well, more than enough to take him out.
I suggest using zero shift.
I'm here. Come on, Dingo!
damage level exceeding 75%.
I'm here.
Damn it.
Was knocked on their door yet. You don't know if anyone has brought them tamagoyaki. You hope someone has. You hope it was real. You hope they never have to wonder. You keep walking. The streetlights hum. The trains rumble overhead. Tokyo spins around you the same way it always has. Massive, different, and full of 14 million stories unfolding in apartments, stacked like sentences in a book no one will ever finish reading. You're one of those stories. Not a main character, not a side character, just a sentence that got erased, chose to be rewritten in the same city on a different page. And that's enough, not because it's everything you wanted, but because you finally stopped needing this city to be kind and started letting it be honest. Tokyo was never going to love you back, but it was always going to let you love it. And the difference between your first time here and now is that you understand the terms. No guarantees, no refunds, no keep money return. Just the chance to be here, fully aware that any of it can be taken, and choosing to stay anyway. Because that's what coming back means. It doesn't mean you forgot what happened. It means you remember all of it. You're still here, standing in a city that owes you nothing, building something with your hands open instead of your fists closed. And if that's not courage, it's at least the closest thing to it that a foreigner with a suitcase, a scar, and a plant named Kenji is never going to get. That wraps it up for today. This is part 2. If you watched the first one, you already know that this story is fiction. The feeling of going back to a place that broke you, choosing to point, most men always outrage. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid. That is that system. By the time they finally see it, start setting boundaries. It's not about being numbered here or flying harder.
Here I am.
It's about understanding. I'm close to the partners. Path is on to the boundaries. College.
I'm here.
Get a job. Work your way up. The surface sounds possible. It sounds simple. It sounds like it was possible. Wow. For a while, it works.
Come on, Dingo.
Check the boxes.
How's this? Here I am. How about this?
Fuck!
Responsibility.
A hit and run attack. I suggest using Zero Shift.
Come on, Dingo. Here I am. How about this? Good one. I'm here. Come on, Dingo. That's it. Here I am. Good. I'm here. Come on, Dingo. Good one. Here I am. That's it. I'm here. Come on, Dingo. Here I am. How's this? I'm here. Good. Come on, Dingo. Here I am. I'm here. Come on, Dingo. Here I am.
Damage level exceeding 50%.
How about this?
If you identify
Oh!
Anubis is disabled for battle.
Let's fucking go! Took like 10 tries and a YouTube tutorial, but I fucking did it. Fuck you, Anubis. You ain't shit. All I need is P gravity. I don't even need block. I don't even need lasers. I just need my sword, P gravity, and fucking dash. That's all it took. Did I save Mars? Or did I save the Enders? Is that it? Is that the final boss, or is that like a surprise boss? Hope I get my abilities back. Cause P-Shift is good, but like, I like my homing missiles, I like my geysers, I like the laser. Does it have a
Ken,
face now?
Leo,
Or
are you
has that
alright?
always been there?
Yeah. Ken!
Dingo.
I defeated Anubis.
Ooh, it's the
Are you
big
hurt?
tittied girl with the weird
Everywhere.
haircut.
I'll ask for aid. I have some wounded. Can you pick them up?
I'll send a ship immediately. Dingo, I think that's your name. I have to let you know this.
Know what?
That frame, Jehuti, is programmed to blow up at the core of Almon.
Leo already told me about that.
The programmer is one of us. One of our comrades named Alan. He added the program to the Ada system.
Why?
Just in case, for fear that Bahram might capture Jehuti. If they take Jehuti into Almon, Jehuti will blow itself up. We expected that the energy could interrupt Almon's startup process.
That's sneaky.
But we thought of it as a last resort. If we could, we'd rather get Jehuti back.
Why did you abandon it on Callisto?
It was Leo who hid Jehuti in Callisto. If Bahram captures Jehuti, Jehuti would blow itself up in Almon. He hid Jehuti and tried to stop Almon by himself.
I see. So you mean Jehuti doesn't need to blow up anymore? If so, remove it now.
It's impossible. Just in case Bahram tried to remove it, we added it to the nucleus of the system.
There must be another way to stop Almon. We don't need to blow up Jehuti.
In case of need,
The way they
Ada will start
pronounce
up
it
the
is so
explosion
weird.
system automatically. It's programmed to do so.
That's nonsense.
If Almon...
Wait.
Surprise boss? The fuck, I thought I disabled you, dude. Is the soul of the machine still alive or some anime bullshit? Go ahead and do me a quick save. Can I explore? Oh, looks like it gave me some of my abilities back. But I'm not all like decked out as I was before. What happens if I go over here? Oh, it won't let me. I mean, this is kind of pretty. PlayStation 2 graphics. It's kind of weird they got Zone of the Enders 1, but they don't have Zone of the Enders 2. It's like destructible. Yeah, let me just pepper it a little bit. Just gonna pepper it up. Just give it a couple pepperings. Just in case it wakes up.
It's the end for you, Noman.
Can I just like
Save
rip them out like Titanfall?
Damn.
Hey, Anubis was swallowed up.
The real power of Almon is not to attack the surface using compressed space.
What?
The real power is from energy constriction. It makes the best use of Metatron's superiority. Space compression. That energy will swallow the entire solar system.
What the
That's
fuck?
serious.
Please, stop it now.
People on Earth always do what is convenient for them.
I agree with that.
Then promise me, if I stop this, Earth will never meddle with Mars again. Ever. We have our own free will.
What?
Free Mars.
I understand. I'll definitely make it happen.
Tell
What, you
this
like
to
the
the obstinate
president?
ones. If they don't understand it, next time I will battle with them.
I swear. Trust me.
Dingo,
Ken, I got another job.
what are you going to do?
If I die, please revive me again.
You're not going to die.
Wait in the ship. I'll be back soon.
These guys are kind of weak. I still only got P-Shift. I leveled up? What does that even mean? Oh, someone's trying to get that laser sword all up in me. Can I grab you? I guess the bad guy's gonna come out all powered up like a fucking Super Saiyan or something. I don't look like the boss. Where'd the other one go? Damn, every single one of these is dropping Metatron. Damn. Okay, I'll give it to him real fucking fast. I don't even think P-Shift uses Metatron.
Please follow the arrow.
Oh, what's that?
Ada.
It's weird they introduced a new enemy just for fucking to see one time. Is that a Anubis?
Auman chose me. By fusing Anubis, Auman can become real. Look, the perfect fusion of Metatron. The destruction to end all.
Oh yeah, you can tell he's evil. Do I have any? Nope, just T-shirt. whenever I hit him once, he fucking becomes invincible. This fight seems way easier than last time. Dude, I'll just hit him once and then he becomes fucking invincible. You ain't getting away from me, dude. I have an unlimited P-shift. Damn. Get your fucking lasers out of here. Damn, now I'm not doing any damage. Did he get more health? What the fuck? God, this fight's taking fucking forever. He's half health. Don't let me hit him fucking once. This P-shift doesn't take any fucking ability points. Okay, he is healing. I wasn't imagining that. Damn, I took a few hits that time. Damn, he's getting some hits in on me. I just need to stop him from fucking healing. Come on, you're low health. Don't you dare start healing on me. Damn, he fucking just fucking cooked me. Come on, just a few more hits. Yes! Yes, is that it? Like way in the first fight. Fucking beat him first try.
Sacrificed us. Understand?
Was he my general?
Killed my comrades.
Oh shit. It's serious.
So what? Those scum died so ungracefully. I
What does
wanted to
that mean?
see it with my own eyes.
Died
They're
ungracefully?
waiting for you now.
do a charge attack. Could I have spared him? Yeah, I want to fucking rip him out like in Titanfall 1.
What is that light?
Alman is starting up.
What? Ada! Don't come in!
Dingo, this is...
Get out of here!
You cannot escape from Alman's radiating energy.
What should I do?
By blowing up Jehudi, the reactor will lose control. The resonance of energy will cancel each other out.
No, Ada!
That makes no sense.
It is my duty. Switching mode. I am ready to blow up Jehudi. To complete 200.
Leo! The light
Will that
is
even do
constricting.
anything?
It's too late. Impossible. 190 remaining.
Don't give up! Ada, radiate Jehudi's energy and strike it against the core of Alman.
That's not enough.
If it doesn't work, do whatever you please.
180 remaining.
But don't just wait to die.
Yeah, charge up that power.
170 remaining.
Stop!
160 remaining. Remaining.
Damn, is that a black hole? Okay, that's kind of creepy. Anubis.
Created to destroy all.
Just the top end.
Yeah.
It's their third game. Zone of the Enders was only active during a short 2-year period, from 2001 to 2003, and 3 entirely separate companies. on Game Boys. The events sunk in the original between 2167 and 2174. They take place in the future where humans have built colonies throughout space, primarily on Mars. Space travel and science and technology are massively evolved, thanks to the extraterrestrial metal known as Metatron. Lives in the stone. Metal now being the human race's ultimate power source. The greatest achievement used to create Metatron metal are the Mars-created orbital frames. The immensely powerful robots fueled by refined Metatron. These orbital frames, the pilots who control them, switch with countries, become essential to establishing the air of the Earth and Mars, making this away from the Earth from one of the colonies or Mars enemies. The series title of making this away from the Earth from one of the colonies or Mars enemies. The series title refers to the land of these enemies title, is one of the enemies. A single plot that comes from every entry of the series, focusing on the growing tension between Earth and Mars, as the people of Mars are seeking full independence. This makes way for a militant revolutionary group known as Baron to come into existence.
Dingo! Get me a relief party!
Ada?
Leo,
I used Anubis. If Jehuti and Anubis were even, the ignition power would be even too. That thing is better suited for that role.
did I disobey orders?
Never mind, Ada.
What?
It's okay.
Use power for the right things. At least for the things that you believe in.
So who's second hand?
Your father. This time, make my body normal.
Don't you like it as it is?
That's way too big.
You got it.
I trust you.
Mars from Earth's colonies. The actions of Baron and the UNSF Earth is served to put more pressure on Mars, enforcing their dominance over the colonies. The series' main theme is asking what freedom really entails, the relationship between colonies and the superpower that controls them, and the prejudice and conflict that spawns from this. While the only entries in the series that really get down and dirty with exploring these ideas are the anime and the Game Boy Advance game, the two central Konami-developed entries for the PlayStation 2 have their own ways of weaving these themes into their narratives. Between all the non-stop action, the first game in the series and the initial pitch for it was created by what was basically a multimedia supergroup. Hideo Kojima as producer, Tokimeki Memorial CD drama writer and Police Cops lead programmer, Noriaki Okamura as writer and director, lead Metal Gear artist Yoji Shinkawa as mechanical designer, and famed animator and character designer Nobuyoshi Nishimura served the role of character designer. While the series first noted even more relevant names on it, I'll cover those when I get to specifically discussing that title. Just note that these four served as a foundation in the spirit of the first game we built upon. In fact, Noriaki Okamura said that he stated the goals of the game was not to be a normal mecha game, but mecha animations. From the get-go, the team behind the title wanted to create a game that made you as the player feel like the pilot of a fast-moving, easy-to-control machine with immense power. The initial rough gameplay demo was being developed for the PC and the Dreamcast in 1999, it was decided that the game's development would be put on pause due to Sony's upcoming PlayStation 2. The team feeling that this new upcoming console would be the perfect home for the action-packed title. And to come up with the title, Konami commissioned the legendary mecha animation giant Sunrise to produce an OVA prequel set 5 years before the events of the first game. as well as sending off on a deal for Sunrise to produce their own 26-episode original series extended by these universe. The OVA would be included as a packet with the Japanese exclusive limited edition of the first game. Being a new IP, it required a stronger push in the global market. Kojima and Konami business higher-ups decided that the title would come with a demo of the hotly anticipated Metal Gear Solid 2. That would certainly help some gamers immediately become an established name. Kojima is still busy working on the long-awaited Metal Gear Solid sequel. Okamura and his core development team would end up shipping the first PS2 release in OVA to Japan, along with the Sunrise Produce OVA prequel on March 1st, 2001. The North American and European releases of the game following at the end of that month. Some theaters unfortunately only ran for 2 years. Receiving 2 mainline PS2 titles from Konami, 2 anime produced by Sunrise, 1 more advanced game development PS2 titles from Konami, 2 anime produced by Sunrise, 1 mainline PS2 titles from Konami, 2 produced by Sunrise, 1 more advanced game development PS2 titles from Konami, 2 anime produced by Sunrise. One more advanced game development forms of the robot was only active during this short 2-year period. 2001 to 2003, three packets of companies had advanced the series. Its precedents in short-developed items were active during universes and still managed to put together a surprising collision, despite the lack of direct contact with the support company. It's a really fantastic little franchise. Got one of the most smooth and responsive action moves ever released and it's a fantastic game. Project 6 would be not happen anymore in recent and it's a series that we love and that one of the biggest fans should be aware of outside of business. It's tight, dense, packed franchise that should be really pushed out and still back and overrun. This is like a complete look back at the Wild Ride at the end of levels. This perspective covering all 5 main events. Quite excited to talk about that original game, in this case, we start off with talking about the OVA prequel of Sunrise Produce. This is chronologically the first entry in the series, and it happened to release the same day as the original game. This fantastic 15-minute short film is one of the editors of 2167, Idol. So the editors of 2167, Idol, is here around the recent days of the First World War. Particularly complicated and destructive out of numbers. Since the phase of the coming of the First World War frames led by armed scientist Dr. Rachel Reeves, a brilliant scientist who has the utmost faith in gravity within the control of gravitation. First time spends more time in the cockpit than at home. Despite the safety incident in the game, as his object strikes Axis Storm, potentially due to unsafe overexposure to Metatron, that comes his first one in piloting the frame. He almost in one episode in the OVA and serves some great production experience. Not only does it establish multiple frames as a concept, he also sets up the primary narrative threads that run the rest of the series. One thing that he makes at the end is specifically the Martian, since it's supposed to be an adjustment that detail to bring us into the intrigue about the setting, and this ram around the shoulder, and he even loves the red man keeping up on it, strongly diverts separate himself from Martian. It also sees the primary antagonist of the version Viola. This shows past Brad and Ross equals his girlfriend and mom scientist, Laura Sayers, and how the events of the OVA radicalized her and the character she would be in the first game. And the one point toward you, and how the events past the OVA also sees the primary antagonist of the version Viola. This shows past Brad and Ross equals his girlfriend and mom scientist, Laura Sayers, and how the events of the OVA radicalized her and the character she would be in the first game. I don't want to go into more detail about the OVA story, as it's a very short, single-episode affair that serves the purpose of setting up both the game it came packed in with, and the 26-episode anime that would begin airing later that month. From a production standpoint, Idolo is much more of a Sunrise creation than it is Konami.
Since the dawn of history, human beings have realized various forms of energy. Civilizations have progressed with them. So where does such energy like Metatron lead our civilization?
Drafted the basic setup for the plot
Position
of the
for
series
landing.
and created the character Viola. It was
MR 1422, Dingo, Egret, unlocked. 20 to touchdown.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron. It's way too shallow.
The Metatron is not very deep.
And it's very strong. It wasn't here last time I came. What the hell is that? An orbital frame.
Was writer Shin Yoshida, longtime scribe for all of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, who would pen the script for the OVA, and the script he provided, while fairly plain, does more than enough within its 50-minute runtime. All four central characters get well established. Radham's determination to see Martian independence and his love for Dolores are both believable, and seeing those two emotional pillars become corrupted over the course of the OVA's runtime is certainly disheartening, if brief. Viola's building stress and disillusionment with everything surrounding her also does a fine job of setting up her role as the first game's antagonist. Dolores is the character we get the least major screen time with, but what's there establishes her as a sort of portrait of innocence, who seeks to live a simple life with her boyfriend and see Mars freed from its oppression. Dr. Lynx is shown as a bit gung-ho about her ideas for the future, but her heart is in the right place, even if her no-breaks attitude and her hand in creating the orbital frames as they would come to be known has both separated her from her estranged family and set the events of the story in motion, as well as being the catalyst for Barham's explosive uptick in the development of orbital frames, using her work as a basis. It up a little is really the best way to describe Idola's narrative. It's not particularly strong on its own, but as a first stop on the timeline and as a prologue to the first game, it does its job pretty well. The strongest aspect of this OVA, though, is certainly its visuals. Idola was the final anime produced by Sunrise to be primarily done with cell animation, with some very nice CG compositing and certain background shots. This is 2001, and all of Sunrise departments were shifting gears to the digital animation. This gives Idola the unique title of being one last hurrah for the rich, vibrant colors and depth of cell-animated movies. It makes the OVA feel quite a bit older than it actually is, which goes a long way in achieving Kojima and Okamura's original goal of trying to create a game series that felt like a classic mecha anime. Kumi Hori serves as the OVA's character designer, giving the OVA a look that stands out as very unique from Nishimura's character design sheets for the first game. Hori took the approach of making characters truly look mature in his designs. All of the characters look like fully grown adults, which does a good job grounding the believable war-torn setting. The strongest element of the design work in the OVA is none other than the titular mecha, Idola. While its original design was drafted by the great Yoji Shinkawa, its final anime look was sharpened and refined, by Tsutomu Miyazawa and Tsunobu Suzuki. The Tsutomu duo, in Shinkawa's own words, impressed him in how they translated his design into 2D animation. And what a strong design it is. Idolo is a very humanoid mech, with much of its structure appearing like an armored skeleton. Its spine clearly on full display. Its front covered in sharp quadrants of paper white metal, and its hands equipped with sharp, slightly effeminate nails. And of course, there's its unmistakable and very literal cockpit. Idolo's design stands out from pretty much every other mecha design in the early 2000s, due to Shinkawa's mastery of aggressive, chunky shapes. Idolo's blinding white color palette, complemented by the green lines of Metatron energy running through it, and its anthrometric skeletal-like appearance, helps give it a somewhat ethereal look. Idolo is a name that quite literally means an image of a god, an idol, and its all-powerful presence fits that name perfectly. It appears elegant and royal compared to the other military mechs, or LEV units, used by both Larum and the UNSF. This very godly appearance would be the running theme Shinkawa would go with for the designs of the series, as each of the primary mecha going forward would be named after and visually inspired by deities of the Egyptian mythology. I'll go into more detail about this when discussing the main games in the full 26-episode show. Robian's rich atmosphere is haunted by its script, Tetsuya Watanabe, participated in many Sunrise record classes, as well as being one of the core cinematographers for the end of Evangelion. Directing helps the OVA's down to earth tone, and consistent response to the business and is unpredictable final path, which alone makes the OVA worthwhile watching. Rather than its not only a solid finding consistent response, and its effectiveness is unpredictable final path, which alone makes the OVA worthwhile watching. Battle 11's downfall is a solid prologue to the first game, but certainly amplified by the freedom Sunrise was given by Konami to do what they wanted.
A target warship has emerged.
That's no warship. That's an orbital frame.
This is a solid performance from the legendary voice. And all of watch it right now for that. It was licensed by ADV back in the early 2000s, so unfortunately it's never seen a re-release in the West of any sort. It received the proper Blu-ray remaster in 2012 to go along with the Zone of the Enders HD collection. That Blu-ray, of course, was also Japanese exclusive. But much like most of the other media covered on this channel, you know the other ways to watch it. And with the OVA's final scenes at mere moments before the events of the first game, there's no reason not to check this one out. On the Jupiter-based space colony Antilla, tensions are rising between a currently occupied UNSF and the Enders born and raised in the colony. In a moment of chaos, Aura suddenly launches an attack on the colony, with the cover-up goal of pushing back the UNSF. Though their real goal is far more simple. They seek to acquire a new orbital frame, perhaps the most powerful yet.
Jyoti is set up not to do that right now.
Leo Stendak finds itself. Funny himself, a 13-year-old, they seek to push moment of K from 21. No reason not to mention. And with the OVA's final scenes and mere moments before the events of the first game, there's no reason not to check this one out. On the Jupiter-based space colony Antilla, tensions arise between the currently occupied UNSF.
It's my turn.
In a moment of chaos, Aura slowly launches an attack on the colony, with the cover-up goal of pushing back the UNSF.
Simulator activated.
Far more sinister. They seek to acquire a new orbital frame, perhaps the most powerful. 13-year-old boy, Leo Stendak, finds himself in the city. Finding himself in the city is one simple time. This is the destination, of course, of Mars, Jupiter, and Earth forever. There's one thing one makes it right where the program is the final one column. Starting with the seems close to about that. Pogo installment. The story focuses on Leo and Ava's growing relationship, not the changing differences. While living on farm and assisting the UNSF civilian transportation Atlantis in evacuating survivors.
Are you finished?
Zone Advantage 1 has a very simple story that's strongest Atlantis, heading off Barham in an attempt to push them off into it, and assisting the UNSF civilian transport ship Atlantis in evacuating survivors of Barham's attack. Zone Advantage 1 has a very simple story that's strongest elements come from its core theme. While the actual events of the game, and even much of the dialogue not involving Ada, Leo, or Viola is fairly paper-thin, it's that core dynamic between Leo and Ada that really this is a story all about growing up and leaving behind childhood and becoming an adult. Leo at the start of the game is hated by his own father, his friends.
Mission start. Grab Arjet and carry it to the top of the installation. To grab, press the circle button. Obtained Metatron. Go and collect it first.
Enemy attack! Enemy attack! I'm doomed!
Omnihead destroyed.
I was about to die. Whoa! Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Dingo!
Omnihead destroyed. ETR reaction gone.
Whoa! Enemy
Raptor
attack!
destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
We're almost there.
Follow the arrow.
We're almost there.
Follow the arrow.
We're almost there.
Follow the arrow.
Whoa! Dingo! Enemy attack! Ow! Hey!
ETR reaction gone. Enemy destroyed. Go and collect it first. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Enemy attack!
ETR reaction gone.
Dingo!
Enemy destroyed.
We're almost there.
Follow the arrow. Mission completed.
And pretty much every person he interacts with on Antilla, aside from his closest friend, Sylvanus. Because of the constant harassment and isolation Leo experienced through his brief but traumatic life, he's quick to try and run from his problems, and shift the blame onto himself for any terrible events that conspire around him. Ada is the hard opposite. She's an artificial intelligence designed specifically to oversee Jehuti's functions, and have it run at peak performance. She is for all intents and purposes a weapon, which seems far too fast for a pre-programmed goal of getting Jehudi off Antilla safely. This creates a clear tension between the two leading characters.
Mission start.
What used to remedy these problems? Cheat is after one unchanging home. What else reports the game? It's been a hard to even find the numbers like a single effective game. Game alert takes more value than this game. You're killing me! Essentially, my own resources are not contracts in the world. Just because of that is I thought. We all the actors, finalists for the farm, are working in the game. It's a big fun. The rest of this was we also try to push the superiority. See how the people are not going to a white hot. What's the matter? Somehow a little child can show so much. What were you trying to do? Because that is strong foundations is the problem. Maybe this is where Operation Go tries to find it. Let's see how that continues. The same way this is a few small secrets are waiting for your report. As well as this one. Some people are still showing. Damn, another hit! I got serious damage! They're coming in at the top of the support us! Awesome stuff. Forward. Let's do it. What is this? It's not. This is not running the story. That's the check. This is not the swap. It's a series of story. What it wants to do is what
damn! Too many enemies! Dingo, finish them off, please!
Waiting on your report. Hurry! Not yet enough. We also have to use these I'm talking about that problem.
Dingo, too many enemies! Back me up on deck!
There is no limit to where they are. You have full sense of where it's located. Target can be either a single class micronatural or a helpful speed bonus. Useful on indicates quickly! Too many enemies! What you get all the way to die! I need your help! Still can't mitigate. This is slow, but do massive damage.
Damn! Too many enemies! Dingo, finish them off, please! Stop it! Too many enemies! We're all going to die! I need your help! Support us! All on your side! Support us! Another body is destroying me! The next shot will be the last one! Hurry! I need another hit! I can't keep going anymore! Waiting for your report! Dingo! Much more please! Help me go further! Help us! Waiting for your support! Hurry! Hurry! Too many enemies to go further! Help us! Another hit! The body is almost broken! Damn it! I took another hit! I can't keep going anymore! Please use Geiger on the damaged slab! I need your support quickly! We can't go any further! Come and support us! Hurry! Hurry! Enemies! We can't go any further! Come and support us! I need you waiting for your support! Hurry! Another hit! The body is almost broken! I've got serious damage! I'm dying! Too many enemies to go further! Dingo, I'll support you! Damn, another hit! I've got serious damage! I need your support! Help us! Quickly! Damn it! I'm destroyed! I can't breathe! Help me! Dingo, please use Geiger on the damaged slab! Damn it! I don't want to die! Support us! Hurry! Rescue! Hurry! I need your support quickly! Come quickly! Can you hear me? Why are you hesitating? I took another hit! I can't keep going anymore! The next shot will be the last one! For your support! Dingo, I'll support you! I need your support! Another hit! I've got serious damage! The body is worn out! I can't keep up any longer! I can't keep standing! Hell! Damage rate 100%. I can't be saved. I'm gonna die. Need rescue. Hurry! Dingo, use Geiger on the damaged slab. Hurry!
Can't move. I need rescue.
Dingo, it's much more efficient if we help each other.
I'll give that a
Damn it! I can't keep up any longer. Damn it! Another hit will destroy me. The body's almost broken. The next shot will be the last one. Come here! Hurry! The body's worn out. I can't keep up any longer.
Hell, what is destroyed?
Dingo, all aboard you.
Hell, what were you
Dingo, it's much more efficient if we help each other. Help me! I took another hit. I can't keep going anymore. Come here! Hurry!
Thank you very much. You saved my life. Need rescue. Hurry!
Dingo, please use Geiger on the damaged lab. Too many enemies to go further. I can't keep up any longer.
Hell, damage rate. I can't fight. I'm going to die. I can't even rescue. Hurry! The body's almost broken. The next shot will be the last one.
Dingo, use Geiger on the damaged lab. Hurry!
Damn it.
Serious damage. I'm dying.
Damn
it. Another hit will destroy me. Damn it. I've got serious damage. I'm dying. Dingo, come back.
Another hit. The body is almost
The body is worn out. I can't keep up any longer.
Another hit. The body is almost destroyed.
I can't keep the body up. Dingo, it's much more efficient if we help each other. Dingo, please use Geiger on the damaged lab. The body is worn out. I can't keep up any longer. Dingo, I'll leave it to Jetty. Dingo, use Geiger on the damaged lab. Hurry!
That was close. What are you doing?
Dingo, I'll leave it to Jetty.
The body's almost broken. The next shot will be the last one.
Dingo, I'll support you.
Damage rate 100%. I can't fight. I'm gonna die. Need rescue. Hurry! I can't move. Hurry!
Dingo, here comes the mighty one. I'll support you.
Damn! The body is destroyed. I've got serious damage.
Need rescue. Stop it! Stop it! Plenty of enemies. Dingo, give me your support.
I've got no damage. I can't keep the body up. The body ain't moving. Help me. The body's almost broken. The next shot will be the last one.
Dingo, use Geiger on the damaged lab. Hurry!
More damage! They can't stand it anymore! I'm destroyed! They're gonna kill me! I need rescue!
The body is almost destroyed.
I'll leave this in your hands. Too many enemies to go further! Dingo, please use Geiger on the damaged lab.
Thank you very much.
I need your support quickly.
I'm on your side. Someone, hurry! Hurry! They're getting me.
Dingo, it's more efficient if we help each other. much more efficient if we help each other.
High damage. I can't keep standing.
We've arrived at the crevice. We're commencing landing.
We're
Dingo,
commencing to
scatter
land.
the enemy. Kick their butts.
We've arrived at the destination. Destination flight. Commencing to land now. Into the destination. We're landing into the crevice. We made it.
Issues I've already brought up. Some of the images are culture. It may be light on punch and fairly strong on combat, but for having it wrong, it's more than worth the wait.
Well done. You are a genius runner, as you call yourself.
Kojima was also pretty proud of the title as a producer, being extremely happy with how the title turned out after it sold 800,000 copies, which is very good for a new untested IP. This would quickly lead Kojima to greenlight a sequel, and much of the staff from Zone of the Enders 1 would shift gears to begin drafting that sequel project. I see many people say that this first game should be skipped, due to its more lackluster elements, but this really isn't something I agree with. The game isn't the greatest of all time, but it's simply worth at least once in a single playthrough. If you want to have the most optimal experience playing the game, I suggest you play it on the original PS2, if you have access to it. In 2012, the game would receive a remaster along with the second game in the Zone of the Enders HD collection, released on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Unfortunately, this remaster was a mess. From broken textures, to transparency errors, to an abysmal, inconsistent frame rate, this remaster just didn't do the original game justice. Only the PS3 version would receive a patch of any sort as well. And even after that, the patch was primarily focused on addressing the issues in the second game, pushing one to the side. If you own an Xbox Series S or X though, you can play the 360 version through backwards compatibility and it will run at 60 FPS, through the brute force of those system specs. So aside from the aforementioned visual flaws, it's not the worst idea to play the games on one of the Xbox Series consoles if you don't have access to the PS2. But if you do have a PS2, go and play it on that. Zone of the Enders 1 is a flawed but very decent foundation for the series to be built on. Only a month after the release of Zone of the Enders 1 and Idolo in Japan, on April 7th, 2001, Sunrise would begin airing its full 26-episode follow-up to its initial OVA, with Tetsuya Watanabe sticking around as director, Shin Yoshida as writer, and Kumi Hori as character designer, along with over 70% of the OVA's production crew. Zone of the Enders, Dolores I would begin its television run, set 5 years after the... So it's pretty funny to go all the way back here and see some of this early attack on the Antilla colony. The start of the game is complete chaos, quickly introducing the player to the lead character Leo, and the series' poster child mech, Jehuti, and the very advanced AI program installed within it, Ada. The story of the game mainly focuses on Leo and Ada's growing relationship, and how the two end up influencing each other for the better, all while fighting off Baram in an attempt to push them off Antilla, and assisting the UNSF civilian transport ship Atlantis in evacuating survivors of Baram's attack. Zone of the Enders 1 has a very simple story that strongest elements come from its core themes. While the actual events of the game, and even much of the dialogue not involving Ada, Leo, or Viola is fairly paper-thin, it's that core dynamic between Leo and Ada that carries the game. This is a story all about growing up and leaving behind childhood to become an adult. Leo at the start of the game is hated by his own father, his friends, and pretty much every person he interacts with on Antilla, aside from his closest friend, Sylvise. Because of the constant harassment and isolation Leo experienced through his brief but traumatic life, he's quick to try and run. Ada is the hard opposite of Leo. She's an artificial intelligence designed specifically to oversee Jehuti's function.
RT-22, Dingo Egret, unlocked.
Angie, I remember now. The winner of the year was Hesperia Gales.
No idle talk. You'll crash, Dingo.
In the final 30 seconds, Henry G trashed out from field out. Man, we had a great time that night.
20 to touchdown. Can't wait for the new season.
Position for landing. The people on Mars can start getting excited. I still have 200 more hours.
Be a good kid and the time will fly.
That's unusual.
What is?
Indications of Metatron, but it's way too shallow. Angie, I want to change the landing point. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Rick, you hear that? I'll be back soon.
Dingo, what team won in '66?
I don't know much about back then. Piece of junk.
I reckon Rod Tharsis is going to win this year.
There goes your entire salary again.
I'm sure of it.
Dingo, I think the Metatron reaction is from the direction of the arrow.
Maybe.
Haven't you arrived yet? Don't push the left so hard.
Peak performance. She is for all intents and purposes a left, which seems far and faster for pre-programmed mode getting differently off into a safely. This creates a relationship between the two leading characters. One used to running from his problems, and a machine dead set on her one unchanging goal. One of the course of the game that you can learn from each other. With Leo finally finding a sense of purpose and another friend in Ada, and Ada learning that she has more value than just being a computer. Especially to Leo. Viola is also a strong contrast to the heroic duo. She's a culture how Ada starts off. Being dead set in her belief that all of her actions, as violent as some of them are worth it at the end of the day to bring independence and freedom to Mars, and the rest of the community.
I'm on the ground.
She also has a vicious inferiority complex. With Leo's steel power trajectory in particular driving her into a white-hot rage, forcing her to ask herself how a literal child can show so much strength. The story of Young Anders is thematically strong in how it uses its symbolic characters. It really is a story about pushing growth during times of conflict.
Is it debris?
Come back to fairly standard.
The observation crews are goofing off
Small
again.
segments right at the end of the game, as well as its incredibly short length. Zone of the Enders
What the hell is that?
really short. The game will take you anywhere from 2.5 to 4 hours, and that's with watching every cutscene. Right as Leo and Ada hit their high points, the game
I found something
ends.
interesting.
The
I'll
awesome
check it out.
stuff that the true antagonist of the series going forward, it really does feel like it ends right as it's getting to its highest high. Okamura did a decent job writing the game's story, that's for sure. But this first outing is far from the strongest entry of the series in terms of story. But it really wasn't the game's story that led it to becoming a success. That came from its core gameplay. Zone of the Enders was designed to be a playable mecha anime after all, and the game's dev team did a knockout job on this first outing. In most action games, you either have ground combat with air combos, or primarily air combos. Zone of the Enders stands out thanks to the game's control system, which covers the entire plane of the game's
What's
physical
happening,
combat.
Angie? What ship did you see?
Move up into the air, down to the ground, and all around the enemies on the screen. There is no limit to where Jeopardy can be.
Must be
The
borrowed.
whole precise control of where it's located on the screen. There is no limit to where Jeopardy can be. You have full and precise control of where it's located at any given time. Jeopardy is also good for versatility. Lion Eagles with types micro-dash full or unknown full. Tiny is superpowers, armor, dash, and car. Normal attacks are useful on enemies and speed mode. Dash attacks using a micro-dash or full. Arc attacks are what you get when you use the dash button while having Jeopardy standing completely still and hitting the attack. These attacks are slow.
Get your ship down into the ditch and stay hidden.
That's it. That's what Mark did. When we upload the first on the ship, we can split our dash and comment and comment. This has best to get flow. Micro-dash attacks is the target to lock on to use. That's basically the multiple times. One of the words of the automated lock-on will always keep the camera centered on your target.
Ready
All
for
you get
combat
is
operation.
combat, you really feel as if you're directly attacking the attack. It's kind of funny. Dash attack is push left and back and forth to stop more violence. A really chase thing with speed and fire protection to keep the damage going is an immensely expensive. As he managed to nail the feeling they set out to achieve with Japanese speed and ease of control. Unfortunately, there are some shortcomings to nail the feeling they set out to achieve with Japanese speed and ease of control. Unfortunately, there are some shortcomings to the feeling they set out to achieve with Japanese speed and ease of control. Unfortunately, there are some shortcomings. Some weapons that were locked up made at the main menu part. There's only about 3 of them with any legitimate useful applications.
Confirming the enemy destroyed.
What is the efficiency of this frame?
This is orbital frame Jehuti. Do you want me to explain how to manipulate the frame?
Who is this?
This is Detached Backup Battle Unit, ADA.
So this is a battle computer, isn't it? More reliable than the Lev's navigators.
I'm completely different. Do you request control instructions?
Yes, Ada. Please.
Please choose what training you want to go through. I will explain about moving. Jehuti follows the left stick operations. Press the triangle button to ascend. Press the X button to descend. Press the R1 button while moving to dash. Holding down the R1 button keeps you dashing. This is very effective to move quickly or dodge enemy attacks. Ending the explanation about moving.
Only ever used for one boss fight, and once the off the lock game. This is important because it's collectors of your weapons requires one out of the way to do bonus missions. Not being work. The reward for combat day outside missions is leveling up Jeff. Releasing this fight. This fight is really important to demons against very chaotic boss fights. The bosses, aside from multiple rival fights against Viola, are one-off walking against this is leveling up Jeff. Not being work. The real reward for combat day
I will explain about normal attack. When the enemy is at long distance range, the lock-on marker turns green. It turns red when the enemy is at close range. When the target is distant, press the square button, which will fire a shot. In a close-range battle, you will initiate a slashing attack by pressing the square button. Ending the explanation about normal attack. I will explain about dash attacks. Press the square button while dashing to perform a dash attack. In a close-range battle, a dash attack becomes a dash blade. In a long-distance battle, you can lock on to multiple enemies by pressing the square button. You can fire a homing laser by releasing it. Using homing lasers consumes sub-gauge power. The longer you hold down the square button, the more enemies you can lock onto. If you destroy multiple enemies at once, your sub-gauge will be restored even more. Ending the explanation of the dash attacks. I will explain how to guard yourself. By pressing the L1 button, Jehuti takes a guard position and can block enemy attacks. But not all attacks can be blocked. You cannot guard yourself from enemy burst attacks or grab attacks. Ending the explanation about guarding.
Even that title is vastly different in this white focus, and not so much these issues are still written in no game that plays point lights in the games. Most of the thing about this mechanisms, even that title is vastly different in its game. Konami Computer Entertainment animated something really special with Jeopardy as a playable mech. It's the main reason to play the game, and it still controls great to this day. The game's visuals are also very strong, when not the cutscene. I'll get to that in a second. Jeopardy's model is this. Easy to distinguish warm, spine, and gray accents cutting through its turquoise colors. Blue and gray are surrounding it at all times, always providing a good sense of reorientation after an overwhelming fight. Design-wise, it's a very similar mecha to Shinkawa's.
I will explain about burst attacks. When Jehuti is not moving, you can change to burst mode by pressing the R1 button. You can perform burst attacks by pressing the square button in this mode. A close-range burst attack is a burst blade attack. A long-distance burst attack is a burst shot. By holding down the square button, you can charge power for a burst shot. Burst attacks are very powerful and penetrate the enemy's guard. A burst shot consumes sub-gauge power. Ending the explanation of burst attacks. Jehuti is set up not to do that right now. I will explain how to switch between locked targets. When Jehuti gets close enough to an enemy, Jehuti locks on automatically. If there are multiple enemies, you can select an enemy to lock onto by pressing the L2 button. You can switch between locked targets by using the right stick. You can deselect the target by holding down the L2 button. Ending the explanation of switching locked targets.
God of wisdom in the moon, sources the main legal inspiration. Beyond just sharing instinct, Goth came on the ability to human with Nicholas, the smaller orange Nicholas Horn. Looking at the Indian Goths side by side, inspiration Chikawa's home will fool very easily will approach to its side. Directing at a deep looking at his thought process on him again these slow and forward against. Again, it is one of my favorite mechanisms on the end. It's borders of the machine having its now made mechanisms. Chikawa's words, not only did the science of the Lord's Chicago, they include based on my thinking regarding how they control what they play, how they should
I will explain about the ring radar. When an enemy gets close to Jehuti, the ring radar appears. The ring radar turns green when the enemy is far away. It turns orange when the enemy gets closer. The size of the ring radar represents the distance from the enemy. When an attack from outside the screen approaches Jehuti, a red ring radar appears. In this case, the marker shows the direction and distance of the incoming attack. The closer the attacker gets, the larger the ring radar becomes. Ending the explanation of the ring radar. I will explain about Combo Smash. In a close-range battle, you can perform a Combo Smash with a normal blade attack. Press the square button 3 times consecutively. If the fourth press is the square button, you will slash and push back the enemy. If the fourth press is the triangle button, you will slash and toss up the enemy. If the fourth press is the X button, you will slash and throw down the enemy. By pushing an enemy to a wall, ceiling, or floor, you can cause additional damage. Ending the explanation of Combo Smash.
Constantly slick, cool-looking design that stands out as one of the most memorable instances of the early 2000s. Jeff is, of course, not the only thing on the same game. Regular loose fight throughout. One fun facts about the battle. There's heavy armor fighting. Also, give the game's enemy design a unique presence that won't be played in any of the games. The enemy is lost in horrendous Egyptian iconography as well. From large atomic shapes, power structures almost reminiscent of pyramids themselves. Power's entire approach to the game is looks like most of the Egyptian inspiration. My almost 8 most qualities named after the goddess, the mech takes a distinctly feminine appearance. Falling back to its
We found our objective at point 04.
Roger. Departing for 04.
Enemy approaching. Unmanned battle planes. Unmanned combat aircraft, Mosquito. Individual attacks are weak, but be careful. There are many of them. Attack the mosquitoes all at once with the homing laser. Shield open. Decoy release.
Put me through to 663.
Yes, I'll connect you now.
Help me, Dingo!
Where are you?
My legs are damaged!
Rick, where are you now? Don't move! I'll be there soon!
Enemy approaching.
It also matches Viola's determination perfectly. Another strength
It's approaching your way!
Place in the cities and back to the ground. This entire place is very
I indicate the position of Rick with the arrow. Move in the indicated direction. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Although the path that you fly onto to go between areas is really where the scale of Interland is brilliantly displayed. Dark can be void in space, only decorated by the city lights below. Bright-brilliant giant nuclear roof makes it beautiful but bold, serving its own top between all the games behind battles. Some of the enders have come pretty fantastic stuff that was handled by the Moroni team of Aki Kirioka, Akihiro Honda, Norihiko Hibino, Toshi Yuta, and Shuichi Kabori. Every battle track comes with its own most games. That's the speed of the gameplay. Ooh, that whole music is nice. The strongest parts of the game though are the opening and ending, discs and lights and flowing destiny. Both songs are gorgeous. The hypnotic vocals part of Air was both. Disney Sunlights is also the perfect song for the series again. Both lyrically and in terms of composition, it truly represents what song gamers feels. The voice of the game is far-reaching, meaning that open the lens of the structure of the original, which is narrow, but it's also far. The voice of the game. I'm not saying this is rough, but it's the best podcast world versions. Honestly, this was quite surprising and made me feel more comfortable. I always appreciate how Raptor actually plays a vibe. His performance is always great. Once he's completely solid on the pieces, so it's pretty freaking normal for the computer since he's marketing artists using the GPs and it's one of the best performances in this game. It's just one of the because they never stop speaking full of their robotic man. But Markuki's performance still manages to carry the character in an engaging way. The rest of the vocal performances in the game aren't very funny line with this
To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Aging far better than games full of all your parts of anything. Problems arise from the CD. All the world won't play the game. Game story.
Raptor destroyed.
Actually, a great part of chunks of dialogue in the game after the fact from the flow into the top. This is where his Toki Memorial Post writing assistant, Shuyo Murata, will be brought in to direct the CG cutscenes, while reworking the more battle-heavy sequences into these scenes in a way that didn't cut into the actual playable scenes. part makes sense. Is it really another style strong Moriarty on the part of the character? They all have their character motivation for the strong character. I'm not just saying what I was doing. They can move on. We're going to become the single most influential voice for what the series is on the image will be remembered and
The
shared.
cursor is on. Destroy with a burst attack.
The issues I've already brought up. Some of the others is a good result. It may be
Stop moving and keep pressing the R1 button, then hit the square button for a burst attack.
Beat it, Rick! Dingo?
Since I found Jehuti, you'll have to give it to me.
What does Barum want with Callisto?
Oh? You don't look like a mining man to me.
Get lost.
Eva?
Hand over Jehuti. Go, Wisp.
Shoot down the enemy's attack with lasers.
So you want this frame, don't you?
Maybe.
Even if you're Barum, that's too rough.
It sure is.
Who's the commander?
You think I'll tell?
Wait!
Good job, Dingo.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Dingo, the enemy is approaching me.
Alright, I'll try to head them off.
You will?
Take care, Angie.
What?
High energy reaction inside enemy battleship. Entry is dangerous.
If we don't do something, we'll be crushed along with Callisto. We have no choice.
maybe life on Mars is fairly small outside of combat, but when you have to be wrong, it's more and more for life. You can see the successful crimes that you achieve in the goal of the game that's just big fun. We do need to also found that the most research is having come to turn out efforts to 800,000 copies, which is very good for a new release to the game. This quickly lead to
Enemy walking tank, Spider.
much of the staff from them is fun to ship the data after the accident. You see the same scan.
Enemy reinforcements are confirmed. To switch lock-on targets, use the L2 button. Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. All enemies have been cleared.
2012, the game received a remaster along with the game. This one made the HD version. This is the PlayStation game Xbox 360. Unfortunately, this game was really close. Broken computers, space errors, food this is this has to be skin for game business. It's the digital decision on the case of the that's primarily focused on the issues in the same what you want from this time. If you own an Xbox Series X or X style, you play the 360 version with average compatibility, or run the 16 bits. It will force no system specs. So it's not the actual flaws. It's not the worst idea to get games on plus responses if you want to.
Shield open.
If you do have Phase 2, you won't play with it. Zone Figures 1 is a flawed but very decent foundation for the series to be building.
You can grab objects which may be useful in battle with the circle button. Do you want to see how it's done?
Yes, please.
Only a month after the release of Zone Damage 1 and Idolo, on April 6th, 2001,
I will explain about grabbing objects. Jehuti can grab and use objects around it by pressing the circle button. When Jehuti is grabbing an object, press the square button for a powerful close-range attack with the object. When Jehuti is holding an object, press the circle button again to throw it. Jehuti can guard itself with some objects from normally unguardable attacks by pressing the L1 button. Some objects will explode on impact. The explanation of grabbing objects is complete. I will explain how to grab an enemy. By pressing the circle button near an enemy, Jehuti can grab it. You can also grab a guarding enemy. When Jehuti is holding an enemy, press the square button to swing it around as a weapon. When Jehuti is holding an enemy, press the circle button again to throw him. When Jehuti is holding an enemy, press the L1 button to guard with it. Guarding with a held enemy can block attacks that are normally unguardable. If you hold an enemy for too long, he can shake your hold off. You can paralyze an escaping enemy by bursting. Ending the explanation about grabbing enemies. Ending training. Destroy the cellar generating enemies. Confirm destruction of cellar. Shield open. Shield open. Metatron. Enemy approaching. Long distance support type, Mummy Head. Be careful. Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. Enemy destroyed. Raptor destroyed. Confirmed destruction of Cellar. Obtain Metatron.
After all, they want this frame, don't they?
Did you board this even though you knew?
I didn't want to involve my friends. Also, there's something I have to confirm.
The gate to the next unit is open. Please follow the arrow.
Target Bravo. I'm coming! Come on, get me! Come on, get me!
Is that you? Viola?
Perhaps you're speaking to a battle AI.
She's AI? Hey, Viola!
It is just a replica being made by using her past battle data and part of her character. I don't think you can get a response from her.
So, what happened to Viola?
The applicable frame runner is already dead.
She died?
In the year 2172, the Antilia raid. It was a matter under the control of the Space Force. Bahram attacked the colony orbiting a satellite of Jupiter and stole an orbital frame which was under development.
Was she involved with that? Which orbital frame was taken?
The orbital frame Anubis. Jehuti was their target too, but they didn't get this frame.
Jehuti was collected by someone who had much to fear from Bahram before it was abandoned on Callisto.
That is about right.
Who was commanding the Antilia raid?
That was the commander of Bahram, Colonel Noman.
Noman. What's the matter?
It is a resonance reaction.
Resonance?
It is Anubis.
that orbital frame back. Who's the runner? Zora.
By guarding yourself, you can avoid most enemy attacks, except their burst attacks. To guard, press the L1 button.
Useless. Damn, it's too tough. I remember you. Noman. It's Dingo. I'm surprised you're still alive, Dingo.
Long time no see, Noman.
How have you been?
I've been on vacation.
You get off and come to my room.
What are you doing on this ship anyway?
If anything happens to my pals on Callisto, you'll pay.
I didn't kill them.
I don't believe you.
Your skills are getting worse, Dingo. You've been slacking off.
Noman.
Ken, back off. Let me introduce you to Dingo. He was the leading pilot in our unit 6 years ago.
Dingo Egret?
Military records show him dead.
You're doing rather menial work compared to the old days. Have you been demoted to the outskirts?
Shut up. You have come back under my command.
Come back? You must be kidding!
You'd better come back. It'll be fun from now on.
I refuse! Your fooling around almost killed me back there. It's not funny.
You don't understand.
You can't deceive me with beautiful words like freedom and independence anymore. Do you realize how many of my comrades died back there? Say it. You killed them!
I wouldn't know.
You devil!
Dingo! Come back. I like you.
You make me sick.
dispose of the body?
Mars to find out where Rachel may be hiding, all while being pursued by both Barum and the UNSF. Zone of the Enders, Dolores I is a road trip comedy mecha series that focuses primarily on the theme of family. That makes it the most tonally distinct entry in the entire franchise. And to be entirely honest, this is my second favorite thing to come from Zone of the Enders as a series. Dolores is an excellent comedy with plenty of heartfelt emotional beats. They keep you very attached to the characters and their wild adventure. It also does plenty to tie directly into the events of the first game, with episodes 1 through 12 taking place days prior to the events of Zone of the Enders 1, and the back half of the series set right after the events on Antilla had transpired, though actual characters from the games are used sparingly and only when it feels necessary. The focus of the show inspired, though actual characters in Enders 1, and the back half of the series set right after 1 through 12 to the adventure. It also does plenty to tie directly into the events of the first game, with episodes 1 through 12 taking place days prior to the events of Zone of the Enders 1, and the back half of the series set right after the events on Antilla had transpired, though actual characters from the games are used sparingly and only when it feels necessary. The focus of the show through and through really is the Lynx family and the war.
I've never heard anything like this before. Are you sure this order is from Colonel Noman?
If not, why would I be doing such a thing? Ready? Please begin.
He's got a stable pulse.
Thank you. You can go now.
Okay.
Awake? You've been asleep for 2 months. I shaved your beard. Ada, please look after him.
If I have to.
Where am I?
You're on Deimos Station, the gateway to Mars. How are you feeling?
I feel really sick.
It's better than feeling dead, isn't it?
I didn't die, did I?
You didn't, but you did lose your heart and lungs.
So how can I still be alive?
You can only stay alive when you're aboard Jehuti.
Jehuti?
The machine supplements your heart and lungs. That power comes from Jehuti.
What?
The minute you get off Jehuti, it will stop providing energy. You will die if you leave Jehuti.
Oh, don't talk nonsense.
Well, try it if you like.
Sit down, it's too dangerous.
Don't do that again. Did you want to scare me to death?
You're either stupid or insane! How could you do this to me?
I had no choice. The cockpit is too small to put in all the gear needed to keep you alive.
I didn't want this!
I told you if you helped me, I would save your life.
I don't remember. When did you say that?
Just before, when you nearly died.
I don't remember!
You should be more appreciative of me. I saved your life, looked after you, and kept you hidden from the other crew for 2 months.
Damn. Hook me up to proper vitals.
I can give your real body back, so you'd better just accept my orders.
Don't be ridiculous. How can I follow Barum?
I'm not Barum.
What?
Quite the opposite. I'm with the Space Force. I'm Ken Marineris. I've been sent into hiding in Barum.
Are you serious?
Don't be so surprised all the time.
Why not?
I said we don't have much time, didn't I? I didn't want to do this either. First, you have to escape from Deimos as soon as possible. You're in danger if we stay here wasting time talking.
It's hard for a dead man to understand.
You are still alive.
So what?
Noman is still alive, too. Don't you want vengeance on him?
He killed my comrades.
I have the same aim as you, so I won't do anything bad to you.
Can I just ask you one question?
What?
Is it correct this year's winner was Hesperia Gales?
What? Can't you be more serious?
I'm very serious. Do you know the answer?
We've no time for games on Mars.
Shield open. Initiating armor shell repair. Shield open.
The catapult to eject ships is over there. You can get out if you go along this way. Satellite Deimos is under Bahram now. Unmanned machines are on patrol to attack support units of the Space Force from Earth.
Deimos is under
James Links has to be one of my favorite
Not just Deimos.
protagonists. A
Mars
man in
and
his
another
late 40s
satellite
trying
world.
his best to reunite with his
All
estranged
of Mars
family,
area has
even if
been
he's long
under
out of practice of the
Bahram's
whole
control.
being a dad thing.
Noman
This
has
helps to make
performed
James one of the most
great
unique.
deeds.
That's awful.
Unexpected things have occurred. Anyway, please consult Ada about the catapult.
Protagonist I've seen in a mecha anime. He's over the age of 45, which really is not a common thing you can say about most mecha protagonists, who are often in their teens or their 20s. Even when it comes to anime dads, he's unique. The man is a complete mess. His life has almost entirely collapsed. The only thing he's got going for him is that he's still in good shape, and hasn't fallen into a dad bod trap yet. James is incredibly charming. He'll go the extra mile to see his loved ones succeed and be happy, even if he has to make himself look like a fool or have the military chasing him for a crime he didn't commit. He's a man on a mission. As the opening text says, a robust father. He is the true, real family guy. Seeing him read books on how to be a proper father, and having him fumble his attempts at relating to his kids, it's honestly quite endearing and quickly gets you on his side. He's also just a swell dude, a bit hot-headed and quick-tempered, but he's a great guy who stays true to his family-centered philosophy. His relationship with both his kids and Dolores is the emotional core of the show. This understanding he has of what his children, now both in their 20s, actually want out of him makes you pity him, but also respect him for actually trying to be a good father and make up for the last 5 years since Rachel's quote-unquote death. His interaction with every side character, from one-offs to the consistent thorn in his side that is the UNSF agent, Van Dorform, are great. Van Dorform insists on calling James John Carter, after the Edgar Rice Burroughs. This show loves its Western media franchises. Dorform is the direct opposite of James, and it makes for some serious gold. James Links is the dad that everyone wishes they had. The literal greatest of all time there's been for anime fathers. The man is unstoppable. This dude is a badass dad, and I love him. Tesho Genda plays the role of a slightly goofy and overcompensating, but still stand-up man perfectly. Really hemming it up with how gruff and exaggerated he makes the voice. James Link's two kids, Noelle and Leon, are also pretty great. Noelle is pretty much her father's mini-me, but quite a bit more intelligent. She ends up being the family's peacemaker throughout most of the shenanigans that go on. I set on the goal of reuniting with her mother and making sure her father and brother don't kill each other. She's a real, regular, working-class woman. Being the head of her team at a construction company, she knows how to manage a wild situation, while also providing a surprisingly relaxed presence amidst the chaos. Like repairing machinery or just chilling with her family cat, Pete, an icon in of himself. Leon is the hard opposite from his father and sister. He's found himself a nice cushy job way up on the corporate ladder, been straight up tucking his company's CEO. He's doing quite well for himself. That is until his dad is pressed with criminal charges by the UNSF, forcing him and Noelle to join their father on his wild adventure. Leon starts off as quite snobbish and resistant to doing anything aside from finding his mom and getting the hell out of there. But as the series goes on, he begins to loosen up slowly but surely, becoming more like James and really accepting his wild side. There's also some uncomfortable implications about Leon's feelings towards his mother, which the show swiftly and thankfully drops. Narumi Hidaka and Mitsuru Miyamoto voice Noelle and Leon respectively, and they both do a great job giving these two distinct personalities from James. The titular Dolores, though, is the second strongest character in the series behind James. Where Ada was an AI that managed the performance of Jehuti, Dolores is both the AI and the orbital frame. This is a mech with a conscience and a personality of its own, and that personality is that of a ditzy teenage girl, essentially becoming James's adopted niece, insisting on calling him uncle at all times. She is a joy to watch, constantly overestimating her own abilities and causing massive collateral damage, while still trying her darndest to impress her newfound family. She is a literal elephant in the room for the Lynx family to deal with, as well as being the source of their recent galactic infamy. She is adorable, always daydreaming and thinking of